Welcome to This Week in Vegas, a bettor's view. I'm Marco D'Angelo, along with my partner in crime, Vegas Runner. Just as we do each and every week, we sit here, we shoot the breeze about what's going on in Vegas, what happened last week, what we got to look forward to. Football's done.
Whew. Long season, man.
I feel the emptiness already.
Me too, me too. As much as you like a little break, you know, the monotony, I wish it started up again like a week from now.
Well, there's no question. I mean, you look forward to the weekends. I love handicapping the whole week.
Yeah, that's
Just
what
You tear everything apart. You do so many games a day. It's not like, you know, basketball. You got to tie yourself to the desk and, you know, it's every day.
Yeah.
You know, some days there's 20 games. Some days there's, you know, you get to the Wednesday card and the Saturday card and you got, you know, 60 games on a Wednesday and 100 games on Saturday.
It's a different grind for sure.
But you're sporting the New Orleans Saints hat.
Chuck-a-luck.
You know, congratulations on your future bet. You know, this guy back in August, he gave 2 future picks, one in the AFC, one in the NFC. His NFC pick was the New Orleans Saints to win the Super Bowl, 22-1.
Yes, sir.
He put a spanking on the Las Vegas books, and he promised Marco a dinner, and I'm going to put a spanking on VR.
Last year I gave the Steelers out. This is 2 straight years, dude, documented at pregame. Future of the year hitting on NFL. Last year, Steelers were only 15-1, so I couldn't afford taking him to dinner. But at 20-1, we might be able to get a little. I don't know about dessert with this guy, but you'll get a main course out of
Well, you know, how can I say?
They haven't seen you eat.
Well, you know, it's just not easy. You know, not everybody can handle this.
I hear that. It was a great Super Bowl, man. The books didn't do as well as they thought for such a great game. It was the worst outcome for them, having the Saints win on the money line.
A lot of money line action.
If the Colts would have won the game and not covered, it would have probably been the best for them. Even with the wise guys coming in, betting Colts money line, you know, and hearing about BW and his $2 million money line bet, which is true. It did happen. That's not enough to overcome all the $20, $100, $200, $500 on Saint money line, believe it or not.
Did you ever hear what casino he put the bet in?
I heard M booked most of it.
Really?
At least they booked a big, substantial part of it. From what I heard.
This was my second Super Bowl since living here. Last year, as you said, Steelers were in the Super Bowl, so you know, me being from Pittsburgh, I had a big Super Bowl party.
You went out this year.
Yeah, some of my friends, you know, flew out from Pittsburgh last year, so I didn't experience the Vegas scene for the sports book for the Super Bowl. But you know, this year, myself and my fiance Lori, we went out Sunday. We actually ended up at South Point. And
lines were ridiculous. People getting shut out.
It was crazy.
I said it here.
We got there.
Get down early.
I got there like 45. Actually, I got there an hour before the game, and we were trying to find a seat upstairs in the ballroom. They had like 3 ballrooms set up, and the showroom, you know, and we couldn't find a seat anywhere.
Wow.
And I told Lori, this is crazy. I said, I'm going back downstairs. They had windows upstairs, but not as many.
And stuff,
But I said, I'm going back down to the main sports book. I says, I want to, you know, she wanted me to, you know, better some futures and, you know, my picks on the game. She wanted to get some money down. And so I went down to make the bets, and she was trying to find seats. And I'm standing in line, and let me tell you, I mean, they were lined up completely out of the sports book.
I said it before. People get shut out, man, when they don't get early enough.
The funniest story is I'm standing in line, and in front of me is this, you know, younger girl. She's probably in her late 20s, mid-20s, late 20s. She's got a Minnesota Favre shirt on, you know, skin tight, you know, Favre shirt. And she's in front of me, and, you know, so she turns around and she starts talking to me, you know. And she's one of these real touchy-feely type, you know, she keeps, you know, putting, and I'm like, okay. She goes, who do you like? She, you know, she was all right. And, you know, not as hot as my fiance, but, you know, hot. And, but I'm sitting there and, or standing there, and she goes, who do you like, you know? And I'm like, Saints and under. I said, that's what I'm playing. And then she goes on, and we're in line for like a good 25 minutes. So she goes on for like 15 minutes with
telling you why you're off.
Telling me why I have the wrong side in the Super Bowl.
Trying to save you cash.
And she says, you look like somebody that works really hard for your money.
Unlike you who dances for it.
Well, you know, I didn't want to say it, but she had the look of that she could have been working at the Rhino or Bada Bing or Sapphires. Not that I've ever been to those places, of course.
But that's what you assume them curls look like.
And she's telling me, and I'll tell you, at that moment, I got the bets for Lori, and I already had my bets in. We got to get more because I'm like. John Q. Public just loves the over in this game.
Yeah, they did.
And I just, I had to play the under. And, and what I should have, and I never told her what I did, who I was, what I did for a living. She thinks I'm some schmuck, and she's helping me, helping me out. And it's like, but I should have told her, listen, honey, I said, I don't tell you how to strip.
don't tell me how to gamble.
So, I just, let it go. And, when it was 10-0 in the first quarter, I saw her over at a booth, and she's drinking with the entourage that she was with, and high-fiving
already
everybody.
Calling the boss saying I ain't coming in tonight.
yeah. She didn't have to take the night shift off. But it's crazy.
Now she's working the noon shift.
Yeah,
even the
I probably, if I wasn't getting married, I'd probably go down to the Strip, find which club she's at, and say under Saints.
Money line.
There you go. But anyways, great time to Super Bowl. The best part starting the game off is the national anthem. Okay, the place is packed. They start the national anthem, and it's like people are still talking and everything.
But everybody set the clock.
As soon as
everyone's got to stop watching on their phone.
They got it, and I had mine going. I wanted and everybody's going. And as she starts getting to the minute mark, and then when she got to a minute, you could just, it was like
tensions rise.
It's like it's 4th and goal, and everybody's
are they going to take the knee, or are they going to rush?
And when she started to carry that last note, how she strung it out.
Oh, forget about it.
The minute it went past the 142, you heard an eruption in the sports book.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, we know who cashed their first
and
ticket.
They didn't even kick off yet.
They bet the over on
the Super Bowl, man. That's why there's nothing like it. I mean, even though the first 4 days of March Madness, I live for it every year in and year out. I live for those first 4 days because it's action from day to night, games on TV nonstop. And it's awesome to see who gets to the Sweet 16. But there's nothing like the spectacle of the Super Bowl, which is just a one-day event, and so much transpires as far as wagers are concerned. I mean, everybody had action, and that's why, even though they say it wasn't a good outcome for the books, in the end, they're going to show a profit. And 9 out of 10 Super Bowls, they're going to win. Something very drastic has to happen for them not to show a profit because there's so much volume.
So much money and so many squares.
There's so much vig involved with props, so much money lines. I mean, parlays, ties lose, all these cards, they're going to get theirs in the end somehow. And it's just a matter of, out of all the bets, 90 million, how much are they going to be able to hold? 2%, 10%, 14%? And I think they're expecting a lower percentage this year.
But they're still going to show a profit.
Yeah, of course.
And the thing is,
it's pretty hard to do.
For Vegas, regardless of the fact of how much they make, in the sportsbook, they're going to show a profit, whether it's a big one or a small one. The whole city benefits from estimated 275,000 people come through Vegas for the Super Bowl, and it was even smaller this year. The numbers were down because of the snowstorms back east.
Yeah, a lot of VIPs didn't fly.
A lot of the wells.
And you're right.
Make
that's what it's about. Because let's tell it like it is. If these corporate-owned casinos had their way, there wouldn't even be a sports book. I mean, it's the lowest grossing part of the casino. They could put 10 penny machines in that space and make more money. The only reason they do it is out of courtesy to the clientele. A guy comes in, he wants to bet the game. You got to give him a place where he could bet the game. He wins 10 dimes. He goes to the craps table. He has a chance of losing it.
Then they're in the gourmet restaurants and everything.
Yeah, but there's no money in sports books out here like there was back in the day. Now that it's corporate run, they want such little risk. They're not willing to do it. They take, how it is.
Hey guys, we're out of time again. This week in Vegas, it just flies by, and
Who that?
who that?
Who that?
Yeah, you that. That's
Who
who
that?
Hey, he's Vegas runner.
You're number 5 in NBA.
Number 4.
Ooh,
Number 1 in college
2
basketball
top
for you.
5s in the same show.
He's Vegas runner. I'm Marco D'Angelo. We'll talk to you
Have
guys
a great
next
week,
week.
guys.